Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to help this gentleman. He wants this banner to look like that. Well, in a perfect world and with a lot of colors and you're going to print it, it would work quite well. But as a laser engraver, it's a little hard to do. So we're going to select this and nudge it out of the way. And then you see that line right there, but if you ever get that, just zoom in and zoom out and it'll go away. Let's nudge it over a little bit more. And what I would do, go to Object, Group, and Ungroup, and nudge your name back over twice. You've got a little bit of a flaw right here. I would fix that before I would do anything because it's going to show up. So I would just delete that node and then go up top, because I noticed it in the one you were trying to do, there's some flaws. And so if you'll just delete these, you'll get them more even. So you've got a black outline. See how thick this is? That's going to give it a little bit of depth. I don't know how thick that is in millimeters, but. And then I would select it and go to a light gray. Get your gradient mesh fill tool, interactive fill tool, and just select like on that black line and come down past your bottom. Now bring in some black, and you could actually go the opposite way. Let's see what it looks like upside down. Have to zoom back in. Get your tool again and actually put this down here. And actually you're going to have to go all the way to the bottom to engulf everything. And then you can play around with your slide bar and get a little bit more contrast. And I would definitely do this on a test piece of wood. And we could even maybe try to bring in a white to there, give it a little bit more contrast, bring it back down. See, your slide bar is going to make it darker or lighter. And just kind of have to play around with this. We might even move this down even more so we can slide up and down. And there's several ways to do this, but with a laser engraver, it's really not all that possible. I don't like this as well. Let's bring this bar back up. That looks pretty good, and then give it a little bit more dark up top. And I would do something like that. Now, if you happen to have an epilogue laser, and you could run it on 3D mode, I would test that on a piece of scrap wood before I do it. And you could run this in 3D. So you could select it and go to print. I don't have a laser hooked up to this, and run that in 3D on your plaque, and then run everything else normal. So after you run it in 3D, then you could just move it out of the way. And then maybe you could even run this by itself. So bring your banner in, maybe even move this out of the way. Bring your banner in. I must have moved something. Let's move your banner out of the way and actually move this up out of the way, and then bring your banner in and run that as 3D. You might get some cool effects, but I would definitely do it on a piece of scrap wood to see what it looks like. This is going to give you a little bit of definition, and then after you run that, take that out of the laser bed, off your page, and then run this and see what it looks like. But I would definitely try that on a scrap piece of wood. Other than that, you look pretty good. You've got some lines going through the parts of the United States I would delete. I just happened to notice, and you'll see these white lines up here. I don't really know what causes that, but it's not a problem. You know, like these lines here, I don't really know what they are. And just kind of look, everything else looks pretty good. And then, like I said, the white lines will disappear once you do that. And you've got a couple more right here. Anyway, but everything else looks pretty good. I truly hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.